In this video, I want to talk about how to solve a problem using a quadratic equation with irrational roots. So here's the problem. A ball is thrown from a height of 80 feet with an initial velocity of 6 feet per second. The ball's height h in feet after t seconds is given by h of t is equal to 80 minus 6t minus 8t squared. How long after the ball is thrown will it hit the ground? Round to the nearest hundredth. So, the question is, how long after the ball is thrown will it hit the ground? Hitting the ground means h equals 0, right? The height is 0 when it hits the ground. So we're trying to solve the equation 0 is equal to 80 minus 6t minus 8t squared. So in order to do this, I'd like to use the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula, you'll remember, is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so let's figure out what a, b, and c are. Now things are rearranged a little bit, so remember that a is the coefficient in front of the x squared, or in this case t squared, so it's negative 8. B is what's in front of t, so b is negative 6, and then c is what's by itself. Okay, so let me make a little space here so I can work. I'm going to try not to run out of room. So in this case, x is t, so I'll just say t equals negative b, so positive 6 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 6 squared is 36, minus 4 times a, which is negative 8, negative 4, a, which is negative 8, times c, which is 80, all over 2a, so 2 times negative 8. Okay, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so now this is equal to 6 plus or minus 36. Now 8 times 80 is 64, or 640, times 4 is 2,160, and it's going to be positive because we have a negative times a negative. So 2,160 all over negative 16. Okay, so this is going to be 6 plus or minus the square root of 2196 all over negative 16. Now, I think that this is going to be something that doesn't come out evenly, so let's go ahead and just take the square root of 2,196. Yeah, that doesn't come out evenly. So we have, so let's just do 6 plus the square root of 2,196 divided by negative 16. Okay, so this is, okay, so this should be negative 36.86. Okay, so we're rounding to the nearest hundredth, but this is a 1, so we don't round up. So 36.86. So this is x equals negative 36.86, or we have another option. So that was the plus option. Now to do the minus option, I'm going to do 6 minus Oh. So I'm going to do 6 minus 2196 square root. So we have, negative 40.86. Now we're going to divide by negative 16. Okay, so I think that was supposed to be positive because I had a negative divided by a negative. So that is 2.55. Now we're supposed to round to the nearest 100, but this is a 3, so we don't need to round up. So this should actually say t here. Okay, so let me try that, see what that says again. 2.55. Okay, so or t equals 2.55. Now, in this case, a negative t does not make any sense because it's after t seconds. So we can't really imagine a time when it's like negative 36 seconds because nobody had thrown the ball yet at that point. So this answer doesn't work. But this answer, it should be 2.55 seconds after the ball is thrown. That's how long it should take to hit the ground. And that's how we solve a word problem using a quadratic equation with irrational roots.